Hey guys, Angel at GetBetterAmerica.com, looking for ways to help you get wetter. Just kidding. Help you get fatter? No. Help you get better. The video topic is the advantages and the disadvantages of running. I just made a video yesterday here at beautiful Woodlawn Lake on the big caution with running. You know, could it be damaging your body? Could it be hurting your health? I highly recommend watching it if you haven't done so already. But in this video, I'm going to touch on 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages of running. And I do love running. Have my very expensive New Balance shoes on. 993 is a series, or 991, one of those. And I do actually love running. A lot of people do like running. It definitely has some advantages, but I'm going to touch on both the advantages and the disadvantages of this specific particular topic, which I do see a lot of people jumping into as soon as they want to improve their health, their weight goals, their weight loss goals, or whatever. Now, real quick, I want to touch on the shirt real quick. GetBetterAmerica.com is the the domain that I've been using for the business, and Ain't Nobody Got Time for Fat. Basically, what we're doing with that is just, you know what, just go to YouTube, go to Google Images or Google Videos or whatever, and look for a video called Ain't Nobody Got Time for That, and then you'll get the joke. So anyway, gonna jump right into it right here. 3 advantages of running outside. Advantage number 1 is oxygen. You definitely get a tremendous amount of oxygen as you're outside doing any kind of stuff. Whenever I'm actually working out, I actually tend to try to take all my exercise equipment just outside of my house so that I could get a whole lot more oxygen as I'm actually doing that. So there's a tremendous advantage with getting a lot more oxygen as you're out and about in a lot of different ways, not just with working out, but especially with working out. So get your fresh air, get your oxygen, and be outside is what I would say. Secondly, just being outside in general, you get to be around people, you get to be around the animals, you get to be near the lake, near the river, the trees, you know, the grass, the sky. I mean, just a lot of stuff to love about being outside. I'll probably make a video a little later on about how to survive in the heat as well as the cold, maybe like extreme temperatures or whatever, because I have learned a lot of tips and tricks to where as long as it's not pouring rain outside, just because it's hot or just because it's cold, you can actually still work with that in some way, shape, and form. But yeah, just being outside in general is just very fun altogether. Last but not least, obviously running, when done correctly and properly, is going to tremendously improve your physical health, your mental health. It's going to improve that big time, guys. It's a type of exercise that gets you moving around places and all that stuff or whatever. So yeah, it's definitely going to be great for your physical health overall and make you feel much better in so many different ways for so many different reasons. Now, I'm going to list 3 major potential disadvantages of running. Number 1, it's definitely not going to be a fix-all for most people's goals, especially if your goal is weight loss, unless you run a lot. And by a lot, I'm talking about, guys, at least 30 minutes straight, 3 times a week with a very reasonable diet, preferably more. But what's going on with the running, just like with any other exercise, it's called the principle of specificity and the body's adaptation abilities. But basically what's going on is your body is technically switching gears, like when you're in your car, and it's learning how to burn less calories while you're doing the same routine. So after just a few weeks or even a few months of you running and everything's going well, your caloric burn is going to go down big time. So in other words, some of you have heard this word before, plateauing. So that's going to happen with running. The only exception I can think of is if your goal is to like either run a half marathon or a full marathon or some type of like tremendous long distance traveling via foot, getting around instead of cycling or whatever, then maybe, yeah, you want to keep on running and running and running. But that doesn't mean your body fat's going to get lower, even though your actual weight might get lower overall. Last but not least, and this is a big one, guys, injuries. And this applies to walking as well too. And this is what I touched on a lot on the other video. Basically, if you're not stretching correctly before you run, and if you're not stretching correctly after you run, you could be setting yourself up for a whole bunch of future injuries. Along with that, a lot of people may have imbalances and postural issues where their posture isn't straight here, their posture isn't straight there, and running is going to challenge your body in a whole different way. So those things may start to come out months after you're working out, after you're running, and then guess what? A lot of times they're not reversible quickly. It's going to take a very long time for them to get reversed even sometimes maybe even surgery. So I know that sounds dramatic, but that actually is the truth. And for a lot of people, they shouldn't even be running to begin with until all these issues get corrected in the first place. So anyway, I hope that helps stimulate some of your thinking. And for more information, check out the other videos on my YouTube channel. For an email, you can send me an email at getbetter@getbetteramerica.com. Thank you for watching To Your Health, and until next time.